Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about using the distributive property when working with expressions and when we simplify expressions. So just a little blurb up at the top. When there are parentheses in the expression, you must distribute whatever is on the outside of the parentheses to everything on the inside of the parentheses using multiplication. So remember, the distributive property is just when you distribute something over addition through multiplication. So let's go ahead and look at that first example. So all we're doing is simplifying using distributive property. So I'm literally going to take this 5 and I'm going to distribute it to both terms inside of those parentheses. So 5 times x gives me 5x. 5 times 12 would give me 60. So that would be my simplified expression after the distributive property. If we go and look at number 2, we're doing the same thing. We're taking 3 and we're distributing it to each term. So 3 times 6 would give me 18. And then 3 times 2 would give me 6y. All right. So then we take a look at number 3, same thing again, distributing a -4 to both terms. Is it working? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to distribute a -4 to both terms, so -4 times positive 3x would give me -12x. And then a -4 times a positive 8 would give me -32. So remember guys, when you have a negative number, it's the same thing as subtracting a positive. So adding a negative is the same thing as subtracting a positive. So let's take a look at number 4. Once again, same deal. Distribute 7 to both terms. 7 times 2b gives me 14b. 7 times -3 gives me -21. So my simplified expression would be 14b minus 21. All right, the next one, I'm taking -4 and distributing it to both terms. So -4 times 6a would give me -24a. And then here you have to pay close attention because this counts as a -4. So we have -4 times -4, which would give me positive 16. And if you're unsure, you can always do our add a line and change the sign. So when we do that, we can change that to addition, but then we also change this 4 to a negative. So if you can't tell right off the bat, you can always do that anytime that there's a subtraction sign, if that helps. All right, so now we are putting the distributive property together with combining like terms and simplifying expressions. So let's take a look just at number 6. So the first thing that we need to do in this expression is we need to distribute that 2 to everything inside those parentheses. So I'm doing that first. Sorry guys, I'm having some technical difficulties. All right, I think we're okay. So I'm distributing 2 to everything inside. So 2 times 3x gives me 6x, and 2 times 4 gives me 8. And I'm going to bring down everything else in that expression as well. So now I have 6x plus 8 plus 8x plus 6. Go through and combine your like terms. So I have a 6x and an 8x. That gives me 14x. And then I have a positive 8 and a positive 6. So that gives me 14. So I have 14x plus 14. So 14x plus 14. All right, number 7, we're going to distribute a -3 to everything inside those parentheses. So -3 times 6 gives me -18. -3 times 2x gives me -6x. And then I bring down everything else that I have. So I have a positive 12 and a -3x. And I am going to go ahead and combine my like terms. So I like doing my x's first. So I have a -6x and a -3x. So that gives me negative 9x. And then if I look at my constants, I have a negative 18 and a positive 12, which would give me negative 6. So this would be my simplified expression. All right, so number 8, same thing. We distribute first, so we're distributing 4 to everything inside the parentheses. So 4 times x would give me 4x. 4 times 3 would give me 12. I'm bringing down all of the remaining terms that are in that expression. And now I'm combining my like terms. So I have a 4x and a 2x, a positive 12, and a positive 8. So 4x plus 2x gives me 6x. 12 plus 8 gives me 20. So my simplified expression would be 6x plus 20. All right, number 9, we're going to go ahead and do our distributive property first. So I'm distributing 4 to everything inside. So 4 times 6y gives me 24y. 4 times 3 gives me 12. I'll bring down my remaining terms. I have a 3y and a positive 8. And now I'm combining my like terms. So I have a 3y and a positive 24y. I have a positive 8 and a positive 12. So if I combine my y's, I have 27y. And then I combine my constants. 8 plus 12 gives me 20. All right, number 10, distribute my 10 to everything inside. So 10 times x gives me 10x. 10 times negative 5 gives me negative 50. Bring down my remaining terms. And now I'm going to combine my like terms once the computer catches up with me. Okay, there we go. And I am going to circle my x terms and box my constants. I'm going to combine my x's, so 10 plus 5, 10x plus 5x gives me 15x. And then I have negative 50 plus negative 6, which would give me negative 56. So guys, remember the ones with subtraction, you could also rewrite these as addition, and it's technically correct as well. But this is the most simplified version of that expression, so that's why I'm writing it as subtraction. So then we look at number 11. I distribute negative 8 to the 2x and negative 8 to the 5. Negative 8 times 2x gives me negative 16x. Negative 8 times 5 gives me negative 40. And I add 12x. So we combine our like terms. I have negative 16x and positive 12x, so that would give me negative 4x. And then this negative 40 is just by itself, so there's nothing else it can combine with, so there's my simplified expression. All right, last one. So I'm going to distribute my negative 3 to both terms inside the parentheses. So negative 3 times x would give me negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 8 would give me positive 24. And then I'm bringing down both remaining terms. I'm going to go through and combine my x's. So I have negative 3x plus positive 5x, which gives me positive 2x. And then I combine my like terms for my constant. So I have 24 and 20. I add them together and I get 44. So my correct expression, simplified expression here would be 2x plus 44. All right, if you have any questions, make sure you write them down and type them into the Ed Puzzle. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks.